Now what is there in the question? We need to define number of sodium and sulfate ions. That means we need to find sodium and we need to find sulfate ions in 14.2 grams. So this is our given mass of sodium sulfate, which is Na2SO4, right. So we need to find the number of this much ions and this much ions in this thing, right. So first of all, before doing that, see, whenever somebody asks you to state number of atoms, number of molecules and number of ions, so first of all you should know what is the formula actually, right. So how you are going to calculate the number of molecules or ions, like in this question we need to find ions, so I am writing that formula for the ions, right. But the same formula can be used for the atoms and can be used for the molecule, right. So when we want to calculate the number of molecules, so the formula is mole, which is given mass over molecular or atomic mass. As we have molecules, so I am writing here molecular mass, right, into Avogadro number. So this is what we have. So first thing is that, like when I need to find the sodium ions and the sulfate ions in Na2SO4, the first thing is that I need to find the total number of molecules which are actually present in this much mass, right. So this is what I am doing. So what we have mole, so we need to find number of molecules. So mole, how many, what is the given mass? It is 4.2 grams. Then I have to write the molecular mass and I have the atomic mass, so I can calculate the molecular mass. This I am calculating here. We have Na2SO4, so 23 into 2 plus 1 atom, 32 plus 4 into 16, right, which comes out to be 142 grams. You know how to calculate the molecular mass, right. This is what I am doing now. We have to substitute this molecular mass here, right. So we have 142 here, and again we need to multiply with the Avogadro number. As you all know that Avogadro number is 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23, right. Now how, now we have to solve it. So I am just removing the decimal and putting 0 here. So I have 1 and 10, which comes out to be 6.022 into, because this 10 when goes up, then the 10 gets subtracted, right. So it becomes 22. So that means this much molecules of Na2SO4 is present in this much mass. Now what is my concern? My concern is to calculate the sodium ions and sulfate ions present in it, right. So we will be calculating for one molecule first. So when we have one molecule, when it splits, so it gives 2 Na ions and it gives 1 SO4, 2 negative ion, right. So if I have these much molecules, right, and one molecule give 2 Na and one molecule give 1 sulfate ion, so how many you can say the ions will be present in this much number of molecules. So obviously how you are going to do that? You need to multiply it, right. So that means how many Na is present in this much mass? It is equal to the number of molecules multiplied with the number of ions which we get from the one molecule. So this is going to be number of Na, and when we talk about number of SO4, so it is the number of molecules which are actually present in this much mass multiplied with the number of ions which it gives when it gets dissociated. So because it is multiplied by 1, so you are going to get the same term, right. But here you are multiplying with 2, so when you will calculate, when you will do multiplication, you will get the result 1.2 into 10 raised to power 23. So this is how you are going to calculate this way. I think it's clear. Again I will repeat. See, if somebody asks you for the number of ions or something, so first of all you need to find the number of molecules, because when you will have the number of molecules, then you will see that how many ions the one molecule form and how many molecules are present in it, then only you can accordingly multiply that term, right. So this is what I have done in this practice problem. Second question is, next is, calculate total number of electrons. Now here I was finding the number of ions, and here what the question is asking to find the number of electrons present in 1.6 grams. So again it is a given mass, and this is my molecule. So what I am doing, as you all know, that first we need to find the number of molecules. The same question, see, here we was finding the number of ions, and here we wish to find the number of electrons. So whether we need to find the number of electrons or ions, the first thing is that we need to find the number of molecules present in it, right. So we know that the number of molecule can be we can find it by calculating the mole into Avogadro number. So this is what I am doing. I am finding the mole first. So it is 1.6 grams, the given mass, the molecular mass, which comes out to be 16 grams. Again 16 into Avogadro number. I am removing a decimal here. What we get 10. So when we divide it, we get 10 raised to power 22. So that means this much molecules of CH4 is actually present in this much gram, right? Now we need to find the number of electrons present in this much molecule. So first what I'll do, we'll just calculate the number of electrons which is present in the one molecule. So one molecule is the CH4. So how many electrons are present in one molecule? C has 6 electrons, you know, and the hydrogen has 1 because there are 4 hydrogens, so obviously they will have 4 electrons. So that means total of 10 electrons is present in one molecule. So how many electrons are going to present in this much molecules? So you need to multiply the figures, right? So it comes out to be 6.022 into 10 raised to power 22 into 10 into 10. So it comes out to be 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23 electrons. So this much electrons are going to present in this much mass of CH4, right? So I think it's clear. Whenever somebody asks you to find number of ions, electrons or any other entities, you need to find the number of molecules or number of atoms first, and then just equate them appropriately in order to find that what the question is asking actually. Now the third question is, the number of atoms in 1 mole is this. It is given to you, right? That number of atoms in 1 mole is actually 6 into 10 raised to power 23 atoms. It is being given to you. Now what we need to find? We need to find the total number of molecules in this 14 grams of nitrogen. So again it is atomic mass, this is a given mass, and we need to find number of molecules. So it is not a big task for you because you have already done these difficult practice problems. So here you just need to find out the number of molecules, and you know that what is the formula. It is number of molecules equal to mole, that is the given mass over atomic mass, into Avogadro number. So given mass is 14, atomic mass is again 14, and Avogadro number, you know that it is 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23. So it comes out to be 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23. So this much molecules are present, this much molecules of N is actually present in this 14 grams. Now we need to find the total number of atoms in 18 gram of H2O, right? So as you can see that here we have H2O, and H2O is not an atom, H2O is a molecule, right? So that means first you need to find number of molecules, then accordingly the number of atoms which is present in one molecule, you need to multiply that as we did here to find out the number of electrons and the number of ions, right? So again see, find the total number of atom in 18 grams, so given mass. This will conclude the molecular mass. 2 into 1 plus 16 comes out to be 18. This is the molecular mass, right? So first what I am doing, I am finding the number of molecules. So how we do? By using the mole into Avogadro number. So mole is 18, molecular mass is again 18, and our Avogadro number is 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23. So it comes out to be 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23 molecules. So that means this much mass contain how many molecules? This molecule. So let us see, because we need to find the atoms present in this much, the total number of atoms. So we have calculated the molecules. Now we will be looking that one molecule contain how many atoms, and then accordingly we will multiply the term. So that means one molecule of H2O contain how many atoms? 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 of oxygen, right? And nobody is asking you about the separate H atoms or separate. You need to answer only the total number of atoms, whether it is H or O. So total of how many atoms are there in H2O? 3. So I am just writing 3. So one molecule of H2O has 3 atoms, and there are total of how many molecules? This much molecules. So how many molecules, how many atoms are going to be there in this much molecules? Again you need to multiply. So number of atoms present in this much molecule is 6.022 into 10 raised to power 23 into 3. So this is how you're going to get the answer when somebody asks you about the number of atoms present in this, right? See, if somebody asks you for total number of molecules, you know how to do that, right? If somebody asks you about the total number of electrons, find the number of electrons in that one molecule and just multiply it, right? If somebody asks you about the total number of ions, again find the number of ions in one molecule and then multiply it with the total number of molecules. So this is what we have done in this case also. Now in third part, you need to find the number of chloride ions in 111 grams, that is the given mass of CaCl2, right. So again what we need to find number of molecules, and then we need to find you can say the chloride ion in one molecule, and then just multiply the figure, right. See, number of molecules, mole is 111, when you will calculate its mass, it is again going to be 40 plus 35.5, so it is going to be CaCl2 2, so 40 plus 70, again it is going to be 110, so it is 110 into Avogadro number, right. When you find this number of molecules, then just see that when CaCl2 dissociate, how many chloride ions it gives? It gives 2. So that means multiply this 2 with this figure and you will get the total number of chloride ions present in this much gram, that is the 111 grams of CaCl2. So this is how you are going to attempt these kind of questions, right. So just keep in mind the formulas and just you can say use your tricks and try to solve these problems.